Do. Stream in the stream, in the thing, testing the stuff with marginally better audio quality. Maybe. Wait. All right. Here's me making sure the thing I'm gonna do is gonna do the thing I need it to do. Kabow. Kapow. Kapow. And then I did this thing with the thing in the place. What? Nope. Not in those options. It's in these options. Bam. Cool. Good. And then shift custom. Ha 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 ha. All right. Wow. Operculum shows up and immediately. What's up? How you doing, Wizard of Bass? Hey, please. Have I heard about FL21 about browser? Yes, I have. Oh boy. I'm a lot of pleased. Yes, I'm a lot of pleased about lots of things that are coming in the next version of FL. And like, oh geez, it's every time I get in the mood to be like, I want to make a new FL Basic series, I get into this position where I have to wait for the version because it'll just immediately invalidate whatever I do. Heck yeah. Picking up keyboard. So something I did from the previous stream that I had discovered right at the very end, because the service had just turned on, was that when you open up components, you can create a new custom spread of abilities on these pads and knobs. The knobs are still what they are before, which is just some CCs, but these pads have specific functions. They tell you to change your specific MIDI inputs for things like performance mode and this transport mode, which confused me because I was all, is that not what? But no, what it is that it straight up transports you to your markers, your first 8 markers. And what I was checking for in the menu there was to make sure that when I hit the go button, that it actually waits to the end of the bar to transition and such. So what's funky about this as a thing is that this is how performance used to work before FL had the clip launching based performance mode. Like before clip launch based performance mode existed, this was just, you just moved to parts of songs. Like you're playing your chorus now, you're playing your whatever. And that's kind of neat that that's available in here. And this is because, like, as I'm thinking about future things, because I happen to still have, one of these. And what I'm thinking there is that this thing actually has a much better, I just like using this for like clip launch performance mode stuff, because it straight up is just a whole launch pad worth of stuff there. That's a lot. So if I have that, because also a benefit of the real performance mode is that when you are playing it, it records the things you're doing. So I can have these markers set up ahead of time in places that I know I'm going to record pad-based input into, and then have both things, so that I can make in real time record the sections and then switch around in the sections. That's something I'm going to be excited to try. Not right now though, because I don't have it plugged in, because I don't have enough USB ports that work. Damn, my computer is rapidly deteriorating. Anyway, hello people. Also, happy birthday whoever this was birthdayed. Yay. It will be. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. At least we can see what the keyboard is kind of doing right now. I have a slightly better lighting setup. But what I would like to do today is sort of continue what I was doing before. Honestly, just kind of messing with the basic functions. I didn't really do much with this mod wheel last time, and I was messing around with it on my own earlier. And I was like, wow, it's actually kind of neat to do both to get going this sort of situation. So, interesting conundrum. If I'm doing this custom mode, that's this transport mode. What that means that I don't have access to is just the regular, just to have the keyboard action with the aftertouch business. But I still do, because the chords business actually still works here, right? And it has aftertouch as a thing. But the user chords, I straight up could just make the keyboard if I wanted to. I could just make whatever main notes I need to make. About to embarrass at the gym on the show. Go to the gym. Everyone should go to the gym. I need to go to the gym. Like the best time I had in the last like 10 years was the, like 1 or 2 years I managed to regularly go to the gym. So that I wholeheartedly endorse as a plan. Woo! I don't remember what those chords were. Let's murder them. So like, oops. Yep. Let's make like a bass jam profile. Like this is like what I would be doing if I were jamming on a bass pad. Like, and there's that. After touching. Okay, so let's link a bunch of stuff, huh? So here's gonna be our macro. Activate, link the controller, kabang. Love it. And then this already should be linked to thing, is it? It totally is. I want to make it bigger because I like it. Fun. Whole octave. Octave up, octave down. But then you know this, and then what else was I gonna map? Oh yeah, the aftertouch. Plus a knob. So wait, hit a note, and then while you're doing that, it's gonna move the parameter. So you want to hit the note, go to do the thing, and then it is good. Is good. Is a grand and a good. Activate. Yeah, that should be okay. Yeah, probably not going to manipulate more than one of those at once. So the idea here being that I could do one of those ideas. So with that in mind, oops. My gosh, I've been playing a lot of just Descent 2 lately, like from the 90s. And I have like 90s video game jams in my head. And this is what I'm all about it right now. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I gotta link my stuff to the thing. Which one of you is which? So that's you, X and Y. And I was going to link, and I think I still am, the pitch wheel to its own knob, even though it's already linked to pitch, and Harmor does track pitch motion after you play a note. So when you link a parameter to pitch, for example, it'll move with it. But this, it's like, it'll be fine. Oh, I gotta tell it though, which I do by what channel or whatever is this? Cool. And then if you right click this, it gives you the big old list, and way up here is pitch bend. Ta-da! And it didn't do it. Why not? Where is it? What does it think it's linked to? Let's just say what do you think? Global 255? That's kind of interesting. Omni. Well, let's put you. But then you aren't. You don't have remove conflicts or anything. It's one of those controllers it doesn't want to change to. Although, I think I do know how to get around that. Freaking the MIDI out, but there's a way to get it to translate the parameter into another thingy. Whatever. I have enough parameters. Honestly, if I need more knobs, I have a whole ass row of them on top. Turn off remove conflicts. Was that not off? Let me check real quick. Yeah, it's off. It's like it doesn't detect it all of a sudden. FL has interesting ideas about what to do with regular like keyboard parameters. Like for example, I don't have a pedal plugged in, but if I did, the way that it handles pedal stuff by default is to straight up delay the note off from the MIDI command level, which is not how like a synthesizer that's expecting a MIDI input would expect a pedal input to say. A pedal is like a straight up CC value, like a numbered listed thing. So stuff expects that, but that's not how FL interprets those things. But that can be managed in elements where we do want to do that. For the time being, though, we got our aftertouch and our main our main. So let's main up some mains. I'm doing the thing where I have post-it notes on my monitor, right where this cutout of the keyboard is on, where you're seeing it, so that I do not put UI elements behind it and do work. But it is just kind of like I have a thing on my monitor, because I do. What I'm trying to do? Oh, yeah, come here. Let's not do this. Wow. Neat. And then let's do width on, like, on you. Why not? That'd be kind of odd, right? If I did. Like, okay, a little harder though, like a lot harder. Wow, indeed. Wow. Yeah, I'm always annoyed about Patcher giving me guff about freaking. That's gonna start that load no matter what, huh? Okay, in that case, I'm gonna opposite you. Opposite. So, all right, I've been doing lots of like touchy feely after touchy crap for a while, and right now the best logic I have about how to deal with it is to think of like you're just straight up pushing down into a cube, right? So this is the top of it. It's going down into it. So that means that like you want it to leave wherever it is you can leave it alone by it off, and also come back in on, right? So that's why I inverted this, so that is a little more platable. All right, let's mono you up because bass. Spreads and ons. Some uniforms because why not? Ooh, I know. Okay, all this jazz that I like doing. But this time the whole stack, all of it gets before the blur, and then the prism. Yes. I really wish there was like a randomize everything here option. I do just like to get dense with it. Progressively more dance. More dance. Neat. Hee. It's not that hard to one-handed rather. This is sensitive control. Not you. Another fun thing. Let's put you here. Perhaps the opposite. That's fun. Can I bind one pad to one parameter, another pad to another parameter? Yeah, you actually totally can. Not from within FL. Will it break if I open up the components right now? I'm pretty sure I won't be able to use one thing or the other, but whatever, I can reset stuff, it's fine. I didn't really get very far or do anything. So, I will show you. Alright. Yeah, so if I didn't have FL open right now, it'd be connected to it. And if I did connect to it, what it would give is these. And, let's see if it actually, can I look at it while it's not there? No? Alright, well. The idea here is it tells you what it's doing for the rows, and all of this information about what it's doing is not some like program-specific keyboard super thing. What it is responding to is FL's own MIDI input system for doing all that stuff. And what that means is that every pad, the pads are all just set to be CCs, notes, or channels, and through particular MIDI ports, and that means, or channels rather. So that means that like if you need to do any of these particular like specific things, like play a cell of performance mode, and like you can make this a performance mode cell, one of the FPC hits, one of like some other random thing. Like you can really you can do that. You can just make them all different things, every single one of them, and as long as you know what that like thing is. And so the way that like because for example, I don't even know what most of the MIDI like numbers are that correspond to exact functions like that. There is a list somewhere. It's probably in the manual. But a good way to start is like when you have the thing plugged in here, you hit this, hit the send thing, and then you say grab from it, and then it shows it to you. It tells you what all of them are set to, and then you could be like, oh, that's what that does for this. And if I need to make half of this, that, half of that, I just can't. So, yes. Yeah, that was my tip for doing so. Someone literally just asked me what everything. So yes, that. But how if you just sort of notice, like it's not connected right now, and that's because I have FL open, and if I just disable it here, it'll actually just straight up work. Let's do that. Kapow. Nope. Because it's still doing that. All right. So yeah. I just turn off FL when I wanted to do editor stuff. It's actually kind of true for every like involved MIDI controller I've ever had, like the Rolly Seaboard, for example. It has to be like not involved in stuff for it to be edited at the level. So yeah, that's what. So like right now I have it set to that whole marker position stuff, and like these are just different. Oh yeah, it also has this wonderful like navigation mode, which I love. It's straight. This is just the arrow keys. This is the arrow keys on your keyboard, and like it does the same functions. And I know what it is because if I click on some other app like OBS or something, it just puts the inputs there and arrow keys whatever it's looking at, and this is just the enter key. And it's like it just again makes me want an actual keyboard made out of these buttons. So I could have just an actual keyboard, man. A keyboard that is also a pad controller that could just double as both, so I don't have to worry about like doubling up my desk space. That'd be great. I would love it. I wonder if I could just do that with a Launchpad. I should just do that with a Launchpad. Just type on one. Damn, it's big enough. Let's try that one day. I'm getting distracted. Kapow. Back to biz. Let's distort you, because of course I am. Yeah, give me some you. What the heck? Are you different notes? How are you different notes, and why? Oh, because derp. Alright, someone asked how to sense different the pads, and very. The answer is very. They're just Launchpad pads. They're great. They're beautiful. Like, they're the second best pads I've ever used, the best pads being freaking standalone, like, the Machine Plus, alright? That's a lot. That's a lot to live up to. No, you need to stay there. You need to be this. Is there any cool thing I can do with the delay unit in Harmor? Kinda, but it's kind of a global action where like I engage and give it effect at all, but then like you use this guy. And then that's about it. Because this thing has an articulator, and that means it can be linked to stuff. And that's kind of cool, but nothing else. I could do way cooler things in post than I ever could do with the air-based effects in here, time-based things. And I mean, that's even true for distortion, but distortion in here, at least, is a lot more just ready to go useful for me. So okay, that's fun. I'm going to give this guy the aftertouch. You've got the touch! Okay, so threshold of the triggering, right? Like, let's talk about what these buttons, I mentioned that they're buttons, or pads, I keep on calling them pads, and they're not transducers, I don't think. they are just buttons. And you can tell because you don't have to lift your hand off for it to retrigger like reliably. Button, on, off, on, off, on, off. And the aftertouch gets on instantaneously, like far faster and better than any like key aftertouch I've ever felt. It's on and it's on. And it might even be using the aftertouch to determine velocity in the first place. It just has like the world's thinnest button travel. Transducers, what microphones use. That tapping information that I just did by tapping out of the microphone is exactly what transducer-based pads see, like NPCs or the machines, because you just tap out on that. And like, as you might imagine, that is incredibly fine data. I need the other guy on too. Before I do that, let's see what weirdness we can get done with this incredible volume difference in utilizing it into the prism. Because I haven't really tried a lot of that acid type through this processing. Woo! That's something. It's like a displaced pincher. Like that's just such a that was loud. Where's my phase? That's funky. Let's put you on X a little bit. It's like, yeah, up high is more finished. So together. God, how loud are you? Extremely. Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? What did I do to you? That does look like it's like quieter, right? Like I just turned off velocity, but I didn't do that over here, did I? No, it's just that. Well, whatever. Well, you're not different. Shit. It's just really quiet for some reason. I mean, I must have told it to be, but how and where? Okay, so now I'm gonna put this guy in a range because I'm sort of feeling where I'm doing now. Yeah, oppositing it. That's a good thought. And this guy, he also gets. Oops, in Quebec. I didn't put any X on. That's right. I put it just. Now, is that A still doing that? Yeah, it is. One more B blend. Ooh, now we're getting somewhere. little spicy. I hope I'm not like breaking your ears. I hope I actually tried really hard to re-level the leveling before I did this today, but I didn't test any like super high like level shit. Wow, look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Did you see that? It just told me it was that's something. Those are the notes those are the chords I saved. Would it have lit up if I actually That's funky. Oh yeah, so velocity sensitivity, right? Like there is actually also that in here. So we can do that. So let's see. Check it out. It's kind of doomy, like doomishly. I haven't even randomized anything yet. All right, yeah, we need a beat. Let's do a beat. So last time I got all up in with the FPC, and that was fine. But this time, let's actually use the thing's sequencer, because we can. So I got from that vibe a little bit. Said Doom, but like I'm kind of feeling a cross between that and like the cyberpunk, like the res tracks. So like, all right, I already want that in the bass, and you're my high end. Okay. See how I can select both? Bam, 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 bam. Let's go down though. Yeah. Background pattern though. And then, okay. Yup. I was hoping it would open the mixer if I moved it. Keep forgetting to have to reset these to make them. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna do it right now. We're gonna do this thing. You're in dynamics. No, you're a filter. Okay. Damn it! I can't see it because of the. Okay. Default it. Turn you off. Turn you on. Turn you on. Okay. This is what I want. Bam. Thank you much. That's how you make anything start the way you want it to, by the way. Always need to see phase rotation, but right now I do. Ta-da! Lots of cases, how low you go is just a product of how long it takes to get there. It just keeps going. This guy terminates a bit, so we can just make him shorter and shorter. This is a new keyboard. Okay. I like that sequences. That's fun. Now let's get higher jazz. Now, these are actually perfect for this. Like, this is gonna sound just like what we need. If it wasn't muted for some reason, I put my preview channel somewhere weird, or not, just a master. This is odd that it. Almost. That's gonna be part of it. Yep. So the tail of that, I'm just gonna completely murder that one off. This might be enough. Okay. So. Da 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 da. Boom, 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 boom. There's this Mick thing, which is gonna get this treatment. Yes, good. This thing. It's like whoop pop. Oh, you're mono, aren't you? All right, in that case, you can get a bit of verbed. You also need to be shortened. And EQ your butt. All right, and now some hats. And now's hats. Again with the muting, because I keep doing that. You, but like 1,000 dB less. Same. Also. Dope. All right. 7, 8, 9. Bam, 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 bam. That sounded good. It's all way too loud, but that's how they start. In fact, you know what? All of these can go into the same EQ. I don't need to. Definitely didn't need to do that. Besides, you not only do you need your EQs, you're gonna get a bus out of it. Neat. You and you. The thin kick is a good ghost kick kind of use at the high passing. It basically has the same result of it being thin enough that you can make whatever, like, enveloping you want. Now that I think about it, I don't need a snare, do I? Because it's this. What I need to do is this instead of doing that. So it's like everyone gets their reverb routing, and some of them are less than others because some of these are a lot. Like, damn. That's better. Yeah, I like my big boyness of this particular controller. There's another version of this that people have been mentioning in the chat, the Mini, and it has basically the same size of pad configuration, and that's like the star of the show as far as I'm concerned. This keyboard is great, and if I am personally going to have a keyboard, it needs to have the big keys. That's just for me personally. It's a thing that will be true forever. Uh-oh. That sounds different and weird. What happened? Oh, it's because I linked it. It's inside. Oops. Okay. Speaking of which, while we're doing this, I gotta label things so I don't get lost all the damn time. All bass. Kick sub, y'all. Kick top. Come here and kick top. Top kick. Which one of you was the snare that matters? That's this one. Snare that matters. Not the taters. Snare the taters. Seamless, did I play the obligatory Moonlight Sonata? I avoided that when oh man, I don't know. I had an instinct for this when I was learning piano as a child to avoid all the usual, like, I didn't learn any of the toccatas. I learned any Bach. I like all those like normal songs you can remember children playing at like recitals. I didn't do any of that. And it's because I didn't really want to be doing it, so I deliberately did weird different shit. So no Moonlight Sonata. Plenty of classical gas, though. Alright, anyway. Good. There you are. Didn't even do it. Where is Biz? Yep. Alright, I'm feeling the requirements here. So I have this big old patch here anyway because I plan on doing stuff to it. Opens. Damn. is that's happening. So that happens when I turn off smooth mod. And then also because I did this ramping business is actually mostly to blame, even when I moved the normal parameter. That's what's doing that crackly business. And that's because it's just telling the things to turn on faster than they oscillate, so that makes it clack. But if I want sharp stuff, I don't turn on that. Industry here. We got thunder going on outside. And I know for a fact that you didn't hear that, because I have the mic set up and such that you cannot. Okay. I might just ditch this deal. Not like, if I'm getting to this part where I've done this kind of broken, distorted tone thing a little too hard, then that's how I know I've done myself into a corner. So let's just do that again. But because I didn't kill it, I still have all this connection, so it's still working. Yay. This time, though, I'm going to go and just make an internal pluck. So it's kind of a regular act. Cool. And then, all right, I have a thought about what I'm going to do with this guy. So I'm going to make this is going to be our main mod thought for most things. I like doing that. But what I'm going to do with this after that. Also, none of you, some of you, all this. What? Wow, that was lightning. Okay. That might get loud. You might hear that. Did you? I'm kind of ready for this time. All right. This dude is gonna be our spready McSpreadenston. McSpreadenston. Gonna be how this works. All right. Kind of as such, and then I'm gonna build one of those detuny Reese typey things out of here, but I'm gonna try and tune it to be better by reducing it as such. That's interesting. Alright, same thing with the prism is going to get the X vibe. All the weird crap is going to go on X. So the weirder, like the hard, it's going to make it weirder up on the high end of its position. And that'll help me. Yeah, alright, yeah. Something new. You, I say. So this time I'm going to put you before the prism. And by that I mean the phaser goes afterwards. Is that hail? That's hail. That's a shit ton of hail. That's fun. All right. about the beat? Probably what I should actually do is this should have an envelope that kills here, and then this adjusts the start time. It's like high. Yeah. It's already really wide. Is it just because of the prism was doing that? That's the rest of this too. Yeah, that. That's a little better. It's getting better. This is a neat trick. So you saw how just very different every one of those positions sounded. Randomize it just a little bit. It makes it just slightly different. Then it's not so bad that it's like doing that. Clunk, clunk, I say. That's kind of fun. But I didn't murder it with the sidechain. Come back, sidechain. Honker. Like you can kind of see it why it's doing that. You can sort of see how the harmonics have this like zippered response. What should I have velocity to this? Maybe. Nah. That's cool. Perhaps that should be velocity. This could be a the louder it is, the more busted it is. It doesn't need to be an X parameter. X can help. X can help. Do them both with the same note. Let's layer you up on something. I had just cloned it with the purpose here of creating like the reverb layer that I'm going to do. That'll make it sound slightly more interesting. Oops, I've done it this way. Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, I love doing this with this thing. So this is a pitch shifter, and it's designed to do what it says it does, but like I just like using it for crazy, weird, live granular effects. Look at that. That's just weird. And excuse me. So if I do something like that and then layer that together with just the dryish version of it with this like I don't know, a chorus or whatever. I also like this thing. This is like a Juno or something rip. About how it works. It says it. But like all I really need to do out of either of those is just to muddy up the input so that when I put it into reverb, and we don't hear the dry, but we do hear it layered with the original that's not reverbed, it'll sound interesting. Hopefully. Wow. Yeah, you know, that works. Or doesn't do that long. We'll find out. No, not you. Woohoo! For us people joining in, asking, what is this? What is why? This is the FL-Key 37, and for sure I recommend it. I recommend this wholeheartedly. If you're gonna get a keyboard at all, then yes. And so also yes, plus the special thing is this pad business, which is not just a bunch of pads that are just also nodes that also can be mapped to things. And it's just a whole ecosystem of stuff that exists not just on stuff that FL can use and work with, but are also generated from within the keyboard. Like when that's not FL information that's happening here. It's saved my note presses onto a pad. Well, I have a mono instrument, so just do the chords then. But and it does know that I'm doing one note per thing. That's cool. And that's just one particular option. It also has the built-in just list of regular chords ready to go. And then there's the FL specific things like accessing the sequencing of the using the actual literal channel rack. And then instruments specific stuff. I'm using Patcher right now, and while the instruments are in Patcher, they're not going to do the thing, but every regular FL thing outside in regular FL out here has an instrument-based integration that has special abilities for like the pads and the knobs, which is like this whole also separate row up here, as this is a plug-in button. The regular channel rack, you see it selecting it up in the thing there, and it turns it into being like I can just pick and control things from here. And then I picked this particular custom mode from the software, the Novation components, which is how you set up the customizable things. We haven't gotten to the part where we're going to actually utilize this yet, because I got special plans for that. For the most part, though, if it didn't even have that, I would still be using that just to have this. And also, it works with the FPC. It has just integrated. You can have it with the pads. And it's not like a special setup. It's not something you have to set up every time. It just is good and ready to go. That's great. It made like a bowl sounding thing. That's gotta be on this guy. So X will make the reverb kind of extend. That's fun. More R. the high end though. Okay, so I'm gonna have to put a big filter on the end of this. Which one of you was X? It was you. You're gonna go into X2. Making sure my filter works. It doesn't break you in half. High pass stuff. High pass stuff. One day I'll make one of the, like a song I'm just riffing on, some jazzy kind of. Do any keyboards come with XY controllers? They do. I've seen plenty with like joysticks and things, which basically are XY controllers, and also literal pads. They exist. That was you. I linked to this, right? And did I mean X? Did I want that to be X? Yes. All right, but you don't want to be that far down. You want to be like up there. So, all right, like, let's talk about why all of that was just really awesome to do. Just then, it wasn't just so much that, cool, I got knobs and pads in the thing, because you can go get knobs and pads and things. But, like, I didn't have to tell FL all over much to do that. It is integrated and ready to go with this functionality enough that it's that fast, which is what I'm used to with FL things. Like, that's the part that is important, because you can break off a thing into some MIDI filter and make it say whatever you want at the end of the day. But like, I don't want to have to build an Akai Fire. I just want to have one. So that's fine. I'm enjoying this. Not so loud though. Slightly on the less loud. No, not recording. And then compress. Compress to impress. I saved the project. It's technically it's always auto saving, even if I don't save it and name it. Like it's look at that, there it goes. That's it. It's right there. That's why I mean, it's not really a good thing that I'm trained to be this flippant about my saves, but it is helping me. Me velocity. Are you already that low? That's how low you are? It's the only one, right? Like, oh, this must have been kind of a huge bump then. Also, oops. Oh, I had to delete the thing. getting that like individual like notey kind of resi vibe. Doing that without the aftertouch but with the velocity is weird. Oh no, that's too bad. I wasn't recording. Oh, should I have been recording? Maybe. Well, guess what? Kind of like how I was always backing up and whatnot. There's this button that says score log. Kapow. And everything I was playing for the last 2 minutes is here. Image line is spying on a MIDI, that's right. Small data. It's not big data, it's small data. That's good. Bam. Get out of here. It's multi-channel too, like it's not just dumping everything you play into one channel. If I played other stuff, it would put it in there. You're E, right? Yeah, okay. So that's not just a thing that this keyboard does. It's actually a thing that is here forever. Where is it? I mean, it does that. There's just straight up a dump score log button somewhere. Not there. That's somewhere. Where is it? I know it exists. It's not like here, is it? Where the heck is it? Ah, there it is. Dump scroll log. And then there's, holy crap, 30 minutes? Whoa, that's, damn, I've been using the lowest option. I thought I was using the high, oh crap. That's a lot. Okay, but cool, that's that. Alright, so I kind of just wanted to remember that little lick there I did there. So I'm sort of doing this, the E down to that kind of thing. I'm into it. So it's gonna look more like, I think this mess of notes is not gonna be there, but whatever. I'm also demonstrating another fun feature that this has. Yeah, and then like, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom. Yep. It's going to be that this thing auto quantizes, and like even though I'm breaking it right now, it's like probably not even close to what it intended. It doesn't matter. It'll work. Cool. I don't even know where you're from. Boink. Boop. I think I was the beat early on that one. You can just be oh, it's fun. Do that, but like this. And like out here. And then just this again. Because that's how you theme. Is that ghostly noting? Ghostly notes! Yar, be careful about your ghostly notes. I would never have written that. Like, I mean, I didn't really. Like, it was just a bunch of notes in a row, but still. All this now. How far out did I get? Oh, I forgot about you completely. All right. I was like, I could have sworn I only have 4 bars. Fun. All right. So this is like this actually has like that has like B part energy. That's got like we've already done something. And we were doing the fun version of it. So let's make the like A part version with more serious, less flying about version. It's kind of giving us the go so that when it gets, it feels gotten. Maybe we don't even do that. Let's just like we don't even go all the way up there yet. We go. Ooh, but a little too much of that. I mean, it would be canonical. But that's a little too low, don't you think? That's definitely too low. Oh wow, that performance option to quantize song jumps is actually just for everything, forever. That's funky. All right, yeah, why not? Why not indeed? So now let's go. So while we were doing that, while I was like, this is just the score log. It didn't actually record the like that stuff or any of this stuff. So that means we can do that now. And I wonder how I plan to do that for this. I think I actually do exactly how I plan to do that for this. I'm not even gonna do that. All right, this is gonna be kind of funny. I'm gonna we're just not gonna have these patterns here at all. And this guy, I'm just gonna record a note, and I'm gonna play the like after touching. This is gonna record that, and then I'm gonna delete the note and to keep the automation. That's how. All right. So prep, count me down. And it recorded into pattern 2 for some reason. Why did it do that? Oh, because I had pattern 2 selected because I'm a smart person. That makes sense. And since that sucked, let's just pattern 4, please. Thank you. One more time. That doesn't look right. Is that what my actual pattern 2 looks like? No. Okay, good. It was just wrong. All right. Okay, this time we're going to be in pattern 4. We are here. It's happening. It's there. All right. Here we go. Nice. So last time I had some issues trying to locate where even the freaking control information was. And other than it just being like you find it and then it's here, you just go in the edit and then there's a straight up turn automation clip already for that. You don't have to do the thing that I normally do, which was what I was about to do, which was to just get rid of the MIDI, come back out here. Now I come in here, it comes to just the normal what's left, and then I can just do the thing. But this is just where it's fun. That's what it's for. There we go. And then we got this. And this. Bit of an epic range on that, so what I'm actually going to do is just straight up turn down the max. In fact, I'm going to do that one better. I'm just going to be like, every once in a while you can be that high, but not most of the time. As well. And then there's the other guy, this dude. Kind of the same thing. I'm gonna like do conductor style directing of the thing, getting more present and less present when it feels like it should, and then adjust afterwards. So same basic idea, new pattern. Good bang. Although I think the same thing if I it's gonna record into that thing. I might as well just do that. Let's just bank. Yeah. And also, why not put you back to your normal size? Thank you. Stop. Record. Collaborate. Huh? Did I miss? Oh, no, I don't have it selected in this way. It's knob. There it is. Edit, damn you. There it is. I just keep the lowest possible sensitivity. It's just the general idea of it is all I wanted. Well, there it is. That's gonna be fun when I come up with some like extra effect thing to do at the end with that tear. I didn't expect the bass to have its own choir attached to it, but it does. Okay. What else is left? I think I could do a kind of a paddish deal on top of this. That sounds like a fun thing. So let's do some more keyboardy relevant ideas because, as I was saying before, there's integration with just basic FL stuff. And one of the cooler integrations is that all of the Flex, every single one has these same 8 macros. And if you go to the plugin on top of this guy, which indicates the mode that the potentiometers, the knobs will have, this one just straight up controls all the macros. So you can just have immediate and good, like the required connection with Flex. Oh, it's mono. Go to my faves. Let's see what I have. Get my tags. Let's go pads. That's pretty classic. That's N64, anybody? Padillion. What am I doing? Use my mouse. Whoa, hello. I feel like I'm running for Star Trek. Rectangle. So I switched to the chord mode here. Extra sauce. Oh, hello. Why are you on pad? That is nice. That is neat. King synth. Oh, I remember this one. Yeah, let's do a dark. No, I was about to be like, what kind of dark are they talking about? And I realized I know what kind of dark they're talking about. Not the fun one. Hello. Manufact. I might use this as like a secondary like dealie on this guy. In fact, I'm gonna leave him there and continue forward on my quest to find what I am looking for, which is a thing to play chords with. Let's see what Phonon Collider gets us. A whamp. Come on. Kinda. Don't need that much delay. Am I Amish? No, I got that beard going though. It's coming. It's happening. Wow. Earth keys. Yes, Earth. Super Earth. All right. You know, I have looked at the Black Octopus stuff in a while. Which one was which of these was newer? Atlantis. How come he got to keep his numbers? This is just the literal Jupiters. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my. This might be what I'm after. That's cool. There you go, some level. That's what I wanted. Not so much that. So like, I'm on E doing E and stuff. Like ambient inversions. Something slightly more than that though. Ooh, perhaps. Super Fury. Let's see how super this is. I get it. The jets. That's what they mean. That's what he means by that. Noble waves. I'm getting a lot of this like really darkening on these things. It's trying to get out of there. Red alert. Okay, they got out of there. Bass. I'm really high up for that. Okay. Yeah, there is also the preset changing button. Like, I actually don't really need the. Like I mentioned this guy before. Like, you can straight up use this to navigate through everything without having to really use your keys or your mouse if you don't feel like it. I just have to get my freaking muscle memory to remember I can. Synthesizer science. Let's do it. Bam. Will the paths change color if I change the channel color rack? Yes, it will. You can kind of see one of them's already sort of discolored. If I just change this thing to anything, like freaking green, why not? Now it didn't change because I have to go to some other menu, other window first. There we go, or not? Whoa, oh, because I was selecting it, derp. Ha. But yeah, there it is. That gets changed. Not you, you. Preset down, damn it. Huh. Oh, preset down doesn't work when I'm in the navigation mode. That's not even, that makes sense. That's definitely a saw. 10H. Go back, come on. Go back. Putting between the thing and the thing. Ow. Go back to the other thing. You were just in there. That, sure. You want to go all the way back up again? Alright, you were just in my favorites, that's why. That makes sense. Cool. Whoa, that sounds promising. Hmm. Woo! This thing's like almost a whole synth just by itself because of the way the knobs let it change. Yikes. Also yikes. Ooh. I was about to be like, this thing needs a low pass, and it has one. That's pretty intensely classic. Aw, thanks for saying so, Alexander. You're definitely welcome for anything I could possibly have helped you with. Probably got to sidechain the crap out of this guy, too. Let's go kick top. Time to top some kick. It's still raining out there. that's entirely too triumphant. That is just, it's not my jam usually, but damn, I'm feeling the vibes. All right, so for me to really be feeling this, I need to compress up the master a bit. How far down did I turn that? Holy crap. Oh, oops. Yeah. That's what I thought. This is how I'm making my sub. Kick top. Sub is a bit sensitive though, so what's going to happen is that after he gets compressed, or rather sidechained, it's going to get low passed, so that there are no clicks. And this guy's getting the opposite, getting the high pass, but after the sidechain, crucially. See how that looks. What do I say about FL's recording dialog? Disable the option, bring it up whenever you want to record. Are we sure about that? Yeah. Unless it's not like that in the beta version, because I might not be looking at it, but and when they do that kind of thing, it's because they're afraid that something they've done is gonna confuse people. Oh yeah, I gotta make Mr. Man here mono. No velocity and legato. Yeah. It doesn't seem to have a control on that slidey speedy effect. Let's make sure what version I'm using right now. I'm using 2.9.2, which is the latest. It's what you need to have for this thing to work, so. I'm gonna favor that guy. I might come back to him later. Wow. Not that high. Jesus. It was not lying about being the brightest. It wins. It wins the brightest contest. Ah, come back. Well, if I ever want hip hop. I'm unreasonably into that. I really like. Do I have a wife? I do not have a wife. Well, I should probably say, bass is my wife. Californium. Let's go back to... Did I just... No, I didn't. Okay. I must have... Oh, it repeats. Am I not sidechaining the channel? I could play it fat, like do a little clonky deal, but that was a little too clonky. Chubba key indeed. Uh-huh. Hello. What do I have in the master right now? I have a Maximus, set very blandly. I'm doing nothing special or fun. In fact, let's do something special and fun at the same time. Last time, so we've been using this kick top to do. Actually, I am going to keep using that. I'm just gonna get special and use the bass. But no, we're just gonna peak control the hell out of our life with this. So I just somewhat conveniently did the opposite of what I normally do, which is it's making it so that when the kick is on, it does the smoothing thing. You can kind of see it happening in time here. So whenever the kick hits, it slows down, it smooths up. And then when it's not, it's loud as hell and compressed perfectly. And that's doing that. So normally what I do is the opposite, which also is just not wrong. Like both of these options work depending on the vibe you're after. So this is the opposite, where when the kick happens, it's compressed perfectly and nicely, and the rest of the time it's somewhat smoothed out and light. And it just depends on how or what your content needs to survive either way. So I'm noticing when I'm doing this that when I do the other way, start from low, go high, we get that like industrial, literally industrial to genre sensation of the hit and the kick kind of do the smoothing out while the main vibe is this like sharp, loud element. The thing I need to control for though is this incredible like deep, like that was too far. That was too much of a change. That's just what the adjustments are for when you make adjustments. Nice. So that was a lot of by ear kind of feeling how the pressure felt pushed into stuff while that was moving. And that's a lot. You just really, I can't do it any other way. Like I can hear it, change it, but that's just me saying I'm going to be changing it while I'm listening to it. So that's how I do that, what that does. Oh, thanks for coming to show up, Pixel Cherries. I am having a good day as FL Man. Yeah, so I'm feeling track wise that this is kind of like the latter half of a thing. I'm feeling that there's going to be a kind of like a bassy vibe that's not this specific progression. It's probably just chilling, and then it'll break into this, and that'll be that vibe. Feels vaguely generative. I'm not 100% in control of that. Which I like. I like vibing more with that in my ages. Ooh, damn you. There we go. Cliffhanger, you say? Ooh, a riser. Fun. Clocks, you say? Let's do crystal voice. That sounds fun. Wow. Alright. Kind of stabbishness. Kind of like doing that. Fun. Yeah, if you're gonna have like a mile-long reverb in there, it should have something higher on that. Definitely like. I passed the crap out of that, but still. Fun. Literally. Boop. As though I did look at the scroll log and not remember what I played. But that recorded considerably more this time. Look at it go. What even notes are those? Way over here. I was right the first time. It switches between the navigation. I want to do that. All right. I was holding it like it was shift freaking, but it's not. I've had a lot of keyboards in my life, and I've been using them with FL pretty much the whole time. I've never felt more like a keyboard is in the song I'm doing than I do now with it. So that's nice. That's nice a lot. This is the FL Key 37. It's just this and the Mini, I believe. I don't think there's any other models yet. Yeah, can't rate it, huh? This is almost full zoom, too. Like, I don't mean digitally either. Like, my camera tech is old. All right, we tool around and flex enough. Let's see if we can't make an actually interesting pad on our own something. Let's get some citrusy stuff happening, huh? One of the funner things to do when you have lots of control over expression is to apply it all to FM. That should be enough. All right, so bye-bye. Cool beans. Come on. There you go. Peanut butter jelly. Cools. So let's turn off our velocity to volume first. Which didn't do anything because we're inside Patcher. That's why. And then now we can link velocity to things that matter, like the mod parameters. So we're just still on one voice, and sort of like when I'm doing like on hardware, when I'm doing like what's the word, polysynth stuff. You want to work through as much you can out of one voice to make it sound interesting before you start getting into using the doubles. And also things like your key changing, so like how loud they are and how FME things are, just make them different per note. And that'll go a long way to making very interesting pad choices. Yep, and one of them can be a bunch of unison now, so. Making changes, making different per voice, per voice, per voice. let's mess with some harmonic action. So what I really want to get out of this guy, I need the velocity to be more on the mod. That's really all we're getting out of this? That's a bit more than I expected. Alright, now I need to randomize phase on most of these, but also have them be in different positions. So like, you could be there, and you can be there, and you can be there, and you can be there. And then random. Different random for bunch. Sweet. Just a nice big pad to start with. Okay. So last time we did that trick with the reverb, but we're going to do something similar, but with a lot more, finery. And delay 3, where you at? That's not you. That's you. That's a bit on the touch side of a painful kind of loud. We ain't done. We ain't even kind of done. So first I got to hear what this one sounds like. Expected that pretty much. Turn you down, turn you way down. Compress you all the way. Turn you way the hell down. Sweet. Too much. Neat. Same deal with you, but like probably not the same. This is, yeah. Other dude, so you're going to be different. You're going to like. I'm thinking about now that you have any of that level. didn't know that I was going to zim it up today, but there it is. Whee! But all that is still that. There are some cool things we can't do yet because the next FL is not out yet. Until that happens, we're limited there. But we could do some other shenanigan, I guess. From here, what would be the fun? Oh, I know exactly what would be the fun. Not that. Input audio, add one. Sidechain this. Sidechain this! Did it work? I think so, but not quite the way that I imagined it would. It's doing it too well. All right. That didn't have the effect that I imagined it would. So how can I do the thing that I imagined I was gonna do? Actually, I can just do that. I could just do the thing I was doing, but now the simple version. Okay. Oh, that's a swell idea. Okay, so we're about to do funky unison, but instead of doing unison based on like normal pitch shifting, we're doing it based on frequency shifting. So this layer, and that layer are all going to be different frequency shifted values. So this layer down here should just be. Wow. Weird is what the hell it is. That's neat. Ooh. So the thought here is that even with one guy, I could phase cancel it against itself and it would do this. But now instead of doing that, we're going to do it against all of themselves. All right, tuner. All right, you don't need to be that long. I did originally want to play chords with this, but I don't think I can. I made this a little too, Let's see if I, simplify. Actually, that worked out for that one just fine. I wanted velocity to matter. That sounds like such a perfect, like, brass instrument. This just happens when I make FM stuff. I wasn't even trying this time. We are in E right now. It just sounds like a trumpet now. Kind of like this is the one octave vibes. Now I gotta see why I can like this too. Let's just do straight up mod on it, right? Like, let's do everybody mod all at once. Everybody mod all at once. Do a dance, call it a mod, and do it all at once. And here's a thought. Because these are all on, we'll do like layer on off. So like it'll get real quiet on the low end, but not until you get there. That one will just be on all the time. Did this do nothing? Which one even is this? This is main guy, right? Nope. Nope. Also no? What the hell? Alright, now I'm confused. That must be this one. Yep. Well, that worked. So, and this time I'm just going to do the mods and leave the volume alone, and then I'll see what it does on the other guy. And I didn't link X to anything. It's always, did you plug it in? That's what that sounds like. God, that's FME as hell. That sounds like straight out of the DX7. I've made the Borg! bad chords in there. I like that super suspense sus chord, quite literally. Like if I had like what is it there? I like those chords. I don't know what the hell they were. Now I do need to go to see what the freaking score dump is so I can go get them. I definitely need to add out like 1,000 voices that are not in this particular instrument. Some sort of arpy leady thing, probably. That sounds like where that's going. Yeah, E and then. I kind of like that ad, but I'll leave that there like that. This is all I need. Damn you. There you go. Okay, you can go back there. Go back there. And of course, by that I mean Alt L. Auto legato. Not so loud. Sure. The heck's going on with velocities over there? Open up, say, proceed with the knobs auto assign to the plugin. Okay, so not like the way that I did with Flex. How the heck ever. This whole business has the custom pad system and also has custom knob system, where now these are just freely assignable knobs that can go to anything. So if I do decide to involve a third-party plugin, like say Serum, and I wanted to get it to say link to one of these macros, I move it just like I just did. Go to Tools, last tweaked, link the controller, kabam, and then wow, look at that, there it goes. Now I have macro control inside Serum. So that's how you get third-party stuff to interact. Same way you do with basically any MIDI controller. I wonder if that will work twice. Oh, that's what I should do. I should do that ad next time. In fact, this whole line. Let's not do 4 notes till next time. That'd be the fun way to do that. That's the same pattern. Oops. And then that also sort of means I want to add like a... and sidechaining. What? Oops, I just sent that. I'm sending that audio into it. That's not what I want to do at all. That last chord has to be a surprise that like stretches that. So this can't be that chord the first time. Things to figure out in a second after I finish like doing my. Probably gonna work. All right, yeah. That could be a thing that gets built up onto that as well, and then I can now there's like a bed upon which like a simple enough like lead thing can do 3 or 4 notes on and sound okay. Probably these same notes, but I don't think it's loud enough. Guys gotta have at least some of the loudnesses in it. All you can be represented somewhat more than. Nice. That's probably the best core work I've done ever, like in my life. So, and that like, is almost completely attributed to the fact that I was able to just play it in real time and have jam with my hands instead of relying completely on writing it in MIDI, which is almost entirely what my experience is based on. I haven't saved this yet. Let's save it and let's make it a project. Why don't we? Let's see. Okay. What's today's date? The 9th. What the hell BPM am I at? 110. That's not a BPM I worked on forever. Look at that. Look how old that is. So that's 4922. 49, I said. Swave. Hello from Poland. Hi from the US, I say. I was just thinking that wide enough. Like, I put so much crap on it. Like, this guy even, in particular. Like, damn, this should be huge. Like, did I not? Let's expanse? I guess I didn't expanse. Let's expanse. You know what? I'm not even going to bother doing per band. Just all of it. Hugely. That's better. That's what okay, that makes sense now. Okay. The whole world is saying hello. We have from Miami and Italy and Norway. Howars. Howars. so I was doing that thing earlier when I was messing around with the pitch changing, and we can actually do that, but first I want to do this. Come into all the drums and turn off enable main pitch. I actually should be able to do this with the keyboard, with the navigation menu stuff, but like there's, as much as that's a cool feature, there's just some, I have a mouse, it's fine. So that'd be the F sharp version if I had actually done this in F sharp minor. So now let's go down to D. So here's our full, actually, well, this is C. This would be as if I've written this in freaking C, which would not be a great idea. That's too low. Honestly, the higher versions tend to sound better because it's essentially doing what you're doing faster. So it's like it's doing it louder and more because it puts more energy into your head quicker. It's an exponential thing. I like that little lick at the end there. We're going to the 4. I always like going to the 4. It's not like I'm doing anything terribly like revolutionary doing this, but who doesn't like going to the 4 after that? Like, no wonder. Jeez. Oh my God, how long have I been doing this? Genuinely, how long? Oh, 2.5 hours. Not that long. All right, let's see if I can't get at least a leading. I'm gonna go back to Flex for this because Flex has pretty sweet leads. Have I ever tried Bitwig? I have not. It does kind of sound like a thing I'd like. Perfectly honest. Developed in the kind of way that I would enjoy. Okay. Let's see what we got with the leads. And do I have any that I saved that I like? Not this guy. Big Grands. This is not a lead. It's fun. It's not a lead. Throw it on. Give me octaves. There's their brick wall again. I think we already rolled that one out. Have that one too, I'm not using it. Might be this. Okay, this is one of these understated lead types. Oh boy. When I was doing metal things, I would go do leads, and the leads would, like, in the things that were designed to be played in metal would sound like this. And I'd be like, nah, that's not great. But the honest truth is that when you've got a big pile of stuff, the things that are like this are basically what you have left that can fit. And that, tends to describe metal pretty intensely. So it's like we have to get out of trying to expect that a lead by itself will make sense. It's an element that needs backing. I don't know that. What's that? Well, who made that song? I feel like I'm about to rip that off, but I wasn't paying attention. Oh yeah, the golden thing. ABBA. That's right. That's what I was. That's. Like I'm not really. I don't know. I've never learned the line. And then there's this one. This something like that. What was that? Subfocus. Hundreds of different songs with that singing. Yeah, almost because that's like the first thing people came up with when they had synth action keys in 1975. Let's see if that sounds like anything in the song. Okay, you know what? I wasn't planning on being all like solo-y about it, but that's not that bad thought, right? Like kind of have like a RP sort of play off like that. Menu ARP. It's just like out of key. Alright, I'm playing an E right now. Yeah. That's a little better. Average viewer just said, I wish I had a feature where you could hit an option and it would make a thing into a patcher version of what it does. And boy, howdy, I would be into that as hell. These days, I can kind of feel myself looking to do the complexity that I would get out of here and just immediately go into Patcher. But when Patcher was new, I would find myself constantly being like, just doing regular work in the mixer insert and being like, wait, I need to do all of that in Patcher. Crap. And there is not really a fast way to be like this, but that, but in Patcher. But fortunately, there is a fast way to get like, say like this into Patcher. Like if I had worked it a lot and made something and I was like, oh, I need to put it in Patcher. And that is by having Patcher out here, shift clicking and dragging and dropping. And then when you do, bam, it puts it inside the Patcher. But that's like if I gotten that far into doing work on an individual plugin, then I'd be all like, that's how I would do. But shit, I actually need that out here so I could use the freaking dealies. But moral of the story is that that's the best we got at the moment. But I agree as hell with that particular request. Yeah. Indeed, the effects are not added. I like the different visualizations I can see here. That's what a ping pong delay looks like in a vector scope. Go figure. Seems like my chords I like are basically the key of E minor, what that is, and then D minor, minoring, then this kind of A minor inversionary. Basically that. And now I'm Muse. You'll burn in hell for your sins. Like a good Muse. She came out here for a reason this whole time. And let's do this. I'm not gonna be able to figure that out. I do need a kind of a top end on cap on this because it's a bit harsh. And the harshness is taken care of. It's handled by things. It means it doesn't need to be handled by this. Someone mentioned they wanted to see Slicex integration, and that's a thing that it has. So if I go into the instrument mode, up in here, you see nothing's happening because I haven't put anything in it. Let's go put something in it. Oops. The markers are not something that can be moved here, I don't think, unless I start messing around with this. Yeah, see, like, I can start selecting stuff, but that's not super handy there, except for the fact that if I am engaged on the plugin mode of the pot side, you can see that it gives us the main parameters there. I mean, if you wanted to move the slices around, you can, without the Dewey. But I dropped the thing and it had markers on it, so that's why I did that already. But if I do a thing that didn't have markers, like something, can't see my own freaking menu. I used to have like drum beats and shit. I don't know what that is, but let's see what happens when oh, that's what it tried to do. Just immediately did that. But then, you know, medium auto sizing. I don't actually know how to play that either. I have it in my head though. Pulling a Mozart there and basically just being like, what if I just play the scale? It's not even really a lead, is it? What if I just keep pretending I'm more bands that I can't think of the name of because I'm not that familiar with their work. Old 80s shredders. I like the velocity sensitivity. I like the velocity sensitivity that this keyboard offers. It's kind of a lot. And this thing is nice and springy and cool and nice too. Lets me do that flicky thing, which I enjoy. Okay, I've actually I'm almost late for this thing I'm doing later, but that's okay because I didn't really have too many real plans for today, just the one thing. So I'm gonna go do that. Thanks for hanging around today, you guys. I'm having a lot of fun doing these streams. I'm trying to come back. I'm trying to be real again. I feel like I will. I feel like it's happening. So if you have any questions about this, please let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all of that fun stuff. And, as usual, have a nice day.